Just talk about what kind of experience the fact that she's played in the Olympics and what that's going to do for your team.
Well, I mean, she's an Olympian, she's a World Cup veteran, and she's a veteran of 2 U20 World Cups. So as we are telling our team right now, I mean, within our team we have a lot of juniors and seniors who have played at the college level, and that experience is invaluable. And now it's just a whole nother level when, you know, you think about this kid starting the Olympics. Not only was she an Olympian, but the first actual contest this summer at the Olympics of any sport was New Zealand versus Great Britain. So she's been in big worlds and played in front of big crowds, and you know, has obviously played a very, very high level. So you know, she's going to be, I think, invaluable to our team and our program, and some of both the older kids on our team and the younger kids. And you know, I think what we're learning about Hannah is, you know, she becomes more acclimated, you know, within our team, is she's incredibly experienced, and she is, you know, you see her, I mean, she's a woman. She is tall, long, strong, fast. But I think what we're also learning is she's a sweet little girl, and she's very human. And you know, this is she's had an exhausting summer at the Olympics, and then straight from basically London to Japan for the Under-20 World Championships. So she's a little bit tired right now. And this is, you know, here she's being thrown into the fire of classes. You know, she missed the first few days of classes. Like I said, she's been a world traveler. She's now 12,000 miles from home, and you know, she's going through some emotional ups and downs right now, and we just want to slowly bring her along and not expect the world from her. And we've got a great group of kids on our team, and they're putting her their arms around her and making her feel welcome, and we're just happy though that she's finally here.
Can you talk about a little bit about that process of her getting acclimated, not just to being in school and playing in the SEC, but, you know, just being in this country?
Yeah, big adjustment. You know, it's like, you know, you talk about like the baby that you find on your front step in the movies, you know. Well, all of a sudden this kid is dropped in the middle of Knoxville, Tennessee, and she kind of looks up and is like, where am I right now? She lives with a couple of our kids off campus, so you know, the next morning she's got, you know, her first night here, the next morning she's got class at 8 o'clock. She's like, I don't know where I'm going. And when that class is over, I don't know where I'm going after that. You know, where's my next meal? And it's all because she didn't have preseason to adjust, you know, because of her different competitions. So it's all, you know, a process, you know, the humidity. I mean, she's used to beautiful New Zealand weather, and this is hot. So a little bit of culture shock all around, and just a little bit of fatigue from her all around. So this is why, again, our expectations and hopes for her have to be very realistic, because like I said, she's a human being. I mean, she's not, you know, we can't be expecting Hannah the machine, you know, even though she has all these experiences. She's a sweet, sweet kid, very family-oriented person, loves her mom and dad, and they obviously reciprocate, and she misses them right now. And she has some moments where she's smiling, and she has some sad moments because of that family connection.
How exactly did you get her 12,000 miles from home?
You know what, she and I'll remember forever, she sent me an email, and I was sitting in the parking lot of my kids' swimming practice, scrolling through my emails, and all of a sudden I'm scrolling down and I read scored a goal in the World Cup for New Zealand to earn New Zealand their first ever result in the World Cup. And I said, okay, any kid that scores in the World Cup, I think she could probably fit into the college game just fine. And we just started emailing back and forth and started Skyping back and forth, because she counted as a transfer. So per NCAA rules, we can start Skyping and things like that. And just got to know her family well through Skype. And they were looking for a situation and a coach that they felt was going to take care of their daughter and certainly make their daughter a better player, but provide her with a good education, but put their arm around their daughter and really take care of her in many ways. And thankfully they entrusted Hannah in us.
A general soccer question too. You've gotten off to a fantastic start. Obviously the SEC season coming upon us. How do you transition into that? What are you telling the team now? You've gotten the out of conference done. What do you tell them now as you go to SEC?
Yeah, you know, That's a great question. In some ways, they got to tell me more than I can
It's
tell them.
SEC debut for you too,
exactly.
isn't it? Yeah.
I think we're focusing on us right now and focusing on coming out of that West Coast road trip. What are the things that we need to do better? And it's not all of a sudden Alabama, we've got to change the world. Vanderbilt, we've got to change the world. It's okay, we're preparing for 2 games, and they matter. They matter from a conference standpoint and the way the regional setup works. It's a regional game as well, so it's a game we've got to win, and it just so happens to be a conference game and obviously a natural SEC rivalry. But bottom line is we just have to focus on us, focus on being good, and hopefully get a result.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach.